going on, Blues? Welcome back to Life as an Evertonian. Blues, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, click that bell to turn on post notifications so you'll be notified every time we upload a video. Everton have been linked with Jhon Duran. Now, listen, Blues, this could be a really good signing. If you think about if you're going to get the Jhon Duran of Aston Villa, let's be honest, I firmly believe Villa was forced to sell him due to PSI. He went for big money to Saudi Arabia. Currently on loan at Fenerbahce. I think he scored 3 goals in 10 this season over there. But is he pushing for a move back to the Premier League? I'm telling you now, if Everton could move on Beto and we brought in even Duran, I don't know if you could sell Beto to Juventus. Let's be honest, the en-nesyri saga, Youssef en-nesyri, he was going to Juve. That's not happened. So there's a bit of a merry-go-round going on here. Now, if Everton could sell Beto to Juve, then Jhon Duran. If I had to choose over Jhon Duran and en-nesyri, because it is en-nesyri, it's not en-nesyri, it's en-nesyri. But a lot of people pronounce it as en-nesyri. It's en-nesyri. Just thought I'd put that out there. But for me, Jhon Duran, definitely. But listen, both profiling strikers. I've watched en-nesyri quite a bit. We watch a lot of content on YouTube, don't we? And when we see these players link, Blues, that's what we do. We look at the stats, we look at the numbers, and they've both got decent numbers. But Jhon Duran comes with that Premier League experience. Obviously, it's not worked out for him in Saudi Arabia. It doesn't for a lot of players, to be honest. I think they go there initially for a big spike in money. But I do firmly believe Aston Villa they were forced to sell him. I think they would have probably kept him. They brought in Tammy Abrams now. So Jhon Duran ain't going to be going there. You've got the links. I think West Ham are linked with him and Forest. It seems to be the usual suspects at the minute who are looking for a striker. Listen, Everton have been linked with Mateta as well. He's looking to force a move at Crystal Palace. Again, as mentioned, en-nesyri. So there's 3 striking options there, Blues. And I'll be honest with you, I can't see the Mateta happening because of the money. We don't know if Everton is still struggling with PSR in this window. It probably will uplift in the summer because the PSR rules are changing. So for me, a loan deal for Jhon Duran would be really good. Really, really good. So let me know your thoughts, Blues. Even en-nesyri as well. But I think it is a case about Everton offloading Beto, not getting an extra body in with that. Everton also linked with Luis Enrique, the winger from Inter Milan. 17 appearances this season, only 1 goal to his name. Seems to be like a struggling winger over in Italy. We've already welcomed one of those recently. Didn't work out for him. So I don't know, Blues, about this one. I don't know. I don't know much about him, if I'm honest. But Luis Enrique seems like he's looking for a move. And obviously there's a lot of credible sources talking about this. So we'll have to see. This could be... Well, there's been a strong link. Fabrizio Romano has mentioned it, and he's the powerhouse when it comes to players who are linked with who. And let's be honest, he gets it right quite a lot of the time. But the right back, Norton Cuffy, listen, in terms of his profile, I've not seen the lad play. England under 21, came from Arsenal, playing over in Italy. In terms of his profile, what he's got with pace. Yes, again, I've watched stuff on YouTube, but it's not a player I've watched week in, week out. In terms of profile, could be a really good move for him and also Everton. So we'll have to, wait in the wings for that one as well. I think we need a left back though. Listen, we've been talking about the right back situation. Um, but we are very grateful of Nathan Patterson coming back in to the side to just give us that balance, the better balance in the side. And I think he's doing a decent job. And that lad, he's gonna be playing his way into the World Cup. And let's hope he can keep up that fitness because he's doing a decent job. But look, again, I would welcome this signing, but we definitely need a left back as well. Um, Everton linked with Wesley, Brazilian, Brazilian attacker, 20 years of age. Um, Cafu has said that this lad is the next big thing to come out of Brazil. I tell you what, Cafu, can you still do a job at right back, mate? Because yeah, we definitely would take you. So, listen, Blues, they are the links. Um, the transfer deadline, it closes on Monday at 7 o'clock, 2nd of February. Doesn't end on the 31st because the 31st is on the weekend. Everton have got a big game coming up against Brighton. But you know what? I am welcoming another away trip because let's be honest, it has been a daunting task heading to the Hill Dickinson Stadium over this past month. It's been a really difficult watch. We were much better in the second half against Leeds, but I'm going to be honest. I think Leeds did enough to be 2 or 3 up in that first half, and we rode a luck. It were very reminiscent to like the Crystal Palace game and how Everton came out in the second half. We just couldn't do enough to get the second goal. So Blues, let me know your thoughts on those links. For me, Jhon Duran, definitely. Listen, we've been linked with Romelu Lukaku as well. But I think it's about moving on better. And let's hope. But listen, we can't afford to move out on better than miss out on any of those signings because, that wouldn't be good at all. So, Blues, I'm going to leave this one there. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, click that bell to turn on post notifications, up the toffees, and I'll see you in the next one.